punch the hell out of you. Say something else.
That is my answer to Spike Lee. Go to hell.
I think that when I first had to say, I've got to speak up and speak out.
The entertainment industry thrives on larger-than-life personalities, and Tyler Perry is undeniably one of the most polarizing figures. To many, he's a trailblazer and self-made mogul who built an empire from the ground up, creating opportunities for black talent when Hollywood wouldn't. To others, he's a controversial figure accused of exploiting the very community he claims to uplift.
And people get caught up in the illusion of Hollywood. People really get caught up in this.
Eddie Griffin has never shied away from voicing his opinions. Known for a career marked by highs and lows, he's consistently criticized Hollywood's treatment of black talent. He often points to shows like Malcolm and Eddie, a hit in its time, as evidence that black entertainment is used as a stepping stone by networks before being abandoned once mainstream success is achieved. Griffin calls this the bait-and-switch tactic, highlighting how networks like UPN built their brands on black creators' work before moving away from black programming. He now accuses Tyler Perry of perpetuating the same exploitation Hollywood has engaged in for decades.
Everybody's an individual. Of course, I think I am the greatest comedian on earth. Right. Otherwise, I wouldn't grab the mic. Yeah. But
Katt Williams, a comedian celebrated for his raw and unfiltered truth-telling, has built his career on exposing the entertainment industry's hidden realities. He's often highlighted manipulation, exploitation, and systemic issues that remain behind the scenes. Recently, Williams has focused on Tyler Perry, questioning the polished image of a man many see as a savior of black Hollywood. Williams argues Perry's rise wasn't solely due to hard work and talent, but came at the expense of others. He claims Perry has mastered using power to silence dissent while presenting himself as a community champion. Now, Williams and others are challenging this narrative.
It had to be a choice 20 years ago that I'm not going to wear makeup or get Botox, even though I know them things will make me.
Why are Griffin and Williams speaking out now? To understand their frustrations, we must consider the history of black comedy in Hollywood. Shows like Martin, The Jamie Foxx Show, and Malcolm and Eddie weren't just popular. They were milestones that showcased authentic black voices. These successes proved black stories could resonate widely, breaking barriers in an industry that often marginalized them. However, as Griffin highlights, these achievements were fleeting. Networks leveraged these shows to gain credibility before shifting focus. Griffin accuses Tyler Perry of following a similar pattern, presenting it as progress while using the same exploitative playbook.
they're asking you to do that doesn't agree with your nature. Is the money worth that indignity?
Critics of Tyler Perry acknowledge the impact of his work, but argue it often relies on harmful stereotypes that reinforce the status quo rather than challenging it. Take Medea, Perry's iconic character, a gun-toting, no-nonsense grandmother. For some, Medea is a tribute to the strong matriarchs of black families, offering humor, wisdom, and resilience. For others, she's a caricature that reduces black womanhood to exaggerated traits and comedic gags. This debate highlights deeper concerns about representation. By leaning into stereotypes, Perry's work risks reinforcing narratives Hollywood has long used to marginalize black voices.
But I still think there a lot of stuff that's on today is coonery buffoonery.
Behind the scenes, whispers reveal a darker side of Tyler Perry's empire. Insiders claim Perry's tight control over his productions stifles creativity and collaboration. While his relentless work ethic, writing, directing, and producing is celebrated, critics argue this approach sidelines other creative voices, ensuring only his vision reaches the screen. Even more troubling are allegations that Perry uses his influence to silence dissent, with some accusing him of blacklisting those who challenge him. These claims suggest he prioritizes maintaining his image over fostering an open and collaborative environment.
2 or 3 media outlets that control what it is that people see. Now, any piece of media that can become viral and everyone will get to see it, regardless of whether CNN chooses to air it or not. Do you agree?
Hey, couldn't have said it better myself.
7. Enter Monique, whose public fallout with Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and Lee Daniels became one of Hollywood's most talked about feuds. Monique's story is a cautionary tale about defiance in an industry thriving on compliance. After her Oscar-winning performance in Precious, she refused unpaid promotional campaigns, arguing she'd fulfilled her obligations and deserved compensation for additional work. This stance didn't sit well with powerful backers, including Perry and Winfrey. Monique claims they labeled her difficult, effectively blacklisting her. She accuses Perry of bad-mouthing her to directors, ensuring her struggle to find work. Perry's silence on these allegations is seen by many as an attempt to avoid accountability. Monique, however, continues to call him out publicly, framing her fight as part of a broader issue about power and control in Hollywood.